How's it going, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about the fight taking place this weekend between Sierra and Edgar Berlanga in the super middleweight division. You know, Berlanga, I think he's on a 50, he's had 15 fights and he's won all 15 fights within the first round. So he's a big puncher and he's definitely rising quickly in the sport. He's building a fan base very quickly in the sport because he's got knockout power, he's a flashy guy, he's got swag. And he's very entertaining to watch. So he's taking this fight this weekend against Sierra. I've seen him fight before against Vladimir Shishkin. The fight did go the distance. He lost to Shishkin on points, but I mean, he put up a decent effort in there. Now, he lost the fight pretty clearly, but Shishkin hit Sierra with everything he had, and Sierra was there the whole fight. You know, he has a decent, tight, high guard, tight defense. But Shishkin, he was punching through his defense a bit, and Sierra showed that he had a good chin and he was a durable guy, and he was definitely game. He was there to win the fight. He landed a lot of good right hands himself on Shishkin, and he's a decent fighter. So I think it's a decent. I wouldn't know if it's a step up from. It maybe is a bit of a step up from Lionel Bellows, KO Bellows or whatever that. Berlanga fought in his last fight, but it's a decent development fight for Berlanga. I'm not sure how long Sierra is going to last in this fight. I think he will make it out of the first round. He'll be the first opponent of Berlanga's to make it out of the first round because, like I say, he has a decent, tight, high guard defense, and he's seemed quite durable in the Shishkin fight. So I think he'll get out of the first round, but I don't think he has enough to threaten or challenge Berlanga in this fight. I don't think he's a real threat to win the fight, but I'm sure he'll give it a good effort. He seems to be a very game competitor in there. So I think he's going to come out and he's going to give it his best go. I just don't think he has the firepower to hang in there with Berlanga for 10 rounds or however long the fight is scheduled for. I think it's a 10 rounder, and I don't see him lasting 10 rounds against Berlanga like he did against Shishkin. I think he'll probably get stopped around from anywhere from the third to the fifth round. I see Berlanga getting the stoppage, but he's a decent guy. He is going to throw shots back. He is going to try and win the fight. Like I say, he's pretty game in there, so he'll test Berlanga's defense a bit. He seems to have a decent right hand, does Sierra, but I'm sure Berlanga's going to have too much for him. He's a guy that people, I think, don't quite know yet that he can actually box. He has got a good jab. He has got pretty good defense and skills from distance as well. He's not just a slugger like, he's kind of looked in some of his fights, because as soon as he hits a guy, they hurt. So he starts walking them down immediately and he starts finishing them off. In this fight, I see Sierra maybe lasting, like I say, between 3 to 5 rounds and getting walked down and broken down punch by Berlanga. I think it's going to be almost how Gervonta Davis was early in his career, where he's walking guys down and he's breaking them down with power shots. Every shot counts, not really wasting any shots in there. I think Berlanga's pretty good, pretty accurate, so he doesn't really waste a lot of shots. And I can see him just walking Sierra down, breaking him down punch by punch and getting the stoppage anywhere from the third to the fifth round. That's what I'm expecting to take place in this fight, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Berlanga. Do you think he's going to be a future world champion in the sport? Do you think he's overrated? Do you think he's as big a puncher as his resume suggests? Let me know what your guys' overall thoughts are on Berlanga. I think he has a really bright future in the sport, and the super middleweight division, it's really stacking up. There's some big fights that can be made right now as well as in the future, with guys like Berlanga coming through and having guys, world champions in the sport, like Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. I know Benavidez is not a champ right now. He lost his belt on the scale, but the super middleweight division is stacked. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on the fight, as well as the whole landscape of the super middleweight division, and how far do you think Berlanga is going to go in the sport. Thanks for listening, guys.